Hey, what's going on? My name's Lee Hopkins. My pronouns are he, him, his, and you're listening to the Patterns of Possibility podcast. This is a podcast dedicated to helping you replace harmful patterns with new possibilities. In each episode, we'll explore topics that inspire you to be yourself, live your truth, and make lasting friendships. In this episode, I want to talk about how awesome you are. Yeah, really. I want to give you a couple of compliments. Does that make you feel cool? Uncomfortable? You okay with that? I mean, what I really want to talk about is why people don't like to accept compliments and how it really hurts your friendships when you don't. Are you ready? Let's go. Hey, I just said that you're awesome. So why won't you accept my compliment? Don't you believe me? Now, have you ever been complimented but just was unsure about how to receive it? Why? Did you find it hard to believe? Did you not trust them? Did you ever wonder if there was an ulterior motive? Well, I understand you completely. There's nothing like the feeling of insecurity and anxiety when you're trying to make a new friendship. It makes it really awkward. Sometimes, while accepting compliments can seem uncomfortable, rejecting sincere compliments can be a missed opportunity to connect. Instead of dismissing the compliment, don't miss the opportunity to connect. Consider that you might be able to make a connection by simply accepting the compliment. And here's why. Accepting the compliment is not about you. It's not. It really isn't. Compliments are meant to make the compliment giver feel good. They are being vulnerable with you by sharing their genuine feelings. And when you dismiss it or think ill of their compliment, it can be very hurtful to them. Much like how it doesn't feel good to be insulted, it doesn't feel great to have a compliment dismissed, rejected. Now, let's put yourself in their shoes for a moment. Have you ever given someone a compliment about their smile, clothing, accomplishment, only to have them respond with, yeah, it's not really that great, or I can do better? How'd that make you feel? Chances are, by sharing your compliment, you're hoping that you could spread a bit of sunshine and perk them up. After all, you were genuinely proud and excited for them, right? It's the same when you're receiving compliments. When you graciously accept the other one's genuine compliment, they feel good. You're able to boost their mood because they feel like they've boosted yours. And if you want to make an instant connection, please consider accepting compliments, even though you don't believe in the compliment itself. Consider that a compliment is an affirmation of what they see. You can make an instant connection by acknowledging their reality. By the way, I still think you're awesome. I hope you believe me. I'll be right back with the Answer Reddit friendship advice question. This week's friendship advice question is, am I just overthinking friendships? They write, I'm a 20-year-old female. I feel like my whole life I've never really had, quote, real friends. And it's probably my fault because I never really had close girlfriends growing up. And all the girlfriends I had were kind of toxic. Either me or them were immature/toxic. Also, most of my previous male friends were only friends with me because they were attracted to me or felt like there was potential for a relationship. And all those friendships ended badly because I eventually learned to set boundaries. And I felt like the guys I used to be friends with would not feel like it's worth being friends with me anymore if I'm not romantically interested in them. Lately, I've had pretty much everyone cut off, and I've been working a lot on my self-awareness, growth, and I'm in my first healthy relationship ever, and it feels like my boyfriend is my only real friend, ? Before I cut people out of my life and set more boundaries, I had people I considered good, maybe not super close, but friends. And they don't seem as interested in being friends anymore now that I'm not as depressed and don't hate myself as often. LOL. I actually feel a lot happier now that I don't have many, quote, fake friends. And the few people I still interact with are sweet and kind, but I feel too scared to reach out and to be closer friends or hang out in real life or online, since I'm worried if I get closer with them, what if they turn out to be toxic or have had bad intentions? I admit I can be pretty naive, and I tend to see the good in people, which has caused me problems in relationships and friendships in the past. Also, I'm worried I might end up being a bad friend, so I tend to keep my distance. I guess I'm just wondering if anyone else can relate or has any advice or comments, because I'm not sure I should make an effort to have genuine friendships. Does that even exist? And do I need them? Because I'm somewhat chillin' being an introvert. Or do I just keep more to myself and protect myself from being hurt or confused by friendships and people in general? Sorry if this is stupid or silly. I just may be overthinking it. Haha. Well, Redditor, I would say to you, thanks for writing and thanks for putting that out there. I know you're 20 years old and this relationships and friendships are pretty confusing. It sounds like you haven't had a really good example of what a friendship should be. You've just had maybe male friends pretending to be interested in you because they wanted a relationship with you. And then as soon as you made that apparent that you did not want a relationship, you wanted a friendship, they no longer felt safe, or they no longer felt close, or maybe they started to shrink away. But the situation evolved and you stopped being connected or talking to each other, being friends. And with enough experiences like that, it's really easy to be cynical about making real friendships with people. It's really easy to look around and think there's no good friends. People only want something from me. They only want to treat me like this. They only want to take that from me. They never want to know me. I know how that feels. I definitely know how that feels. I've been resentful around people, looking at people. I remember looking at people thinking that, wow, they have relationships, they have friendships, they have people who are interested in them, they hang out with and call and all that stuff. And I'm like, where's mine? Where's mine? Does it even exist? Well, it does. They do exist. Friendships like that, they do exist. It's just that what happens is that we don't know exactly what it is that make a great friendship. So right now, you are testing. You're finding out some things that you don't want in friendships. You're finding out things, but it's important to be able to pinpoint the things, the quote things that you don't want and the things that you do want. And I'd like to help you transform that and make it more concrete, because the things that you're looking for are actually specific actions and behaviors. There are specific actions and behaviors that you can identify in another person. You can see what they do, and you could kind of rationalize that after enough experience. Oh, a person who says what they mean and does what they says, I see them always doing that. I see them saying what they mean and doing exactly what they said they were going to do. You're watching for that kind of behavior. And watching also for behavior that bring you joy, like people who call to check on you. You're looking for that kind of behavior, and if you get it, then you know that you want to move closer to that kind of person. But it's up to you, Redditor. It's up to you, Poster, to figure out exactly what it is that you want another person to do, how you want other people to behave in your friendship, and you look for those things. It's easier to find things that you don't want because you get so much of that. But if you were to make a list and really focus on what you really do want, it's going to be easier for you to go shopping for that person, shopping for those behaviors, looking for those. So it'll make it a lot easier for you. So good friendships, lasting friendships, meaningful friendships, they do exist. But right now, you're in the discovery phase of what you want in a friendship and what you don't want in a friendship. Now it is very important for you to pay attention. Now, as far as you saying that you're a bad friend, well, can you identify some specific actions and behaviors that would make you a bad friend? What is something that you do that someone would be turned off by it? And have you spoken to them about that? Have they actually said that, or is it something that you think that they will be upset about. Getting the information on that is very important because you may go around believing that you're a bad friend, but you're doing something that benefits them and they like it and they enjoy it. They also may enjoy you, your company, and learning more about you. That's definitely something that is high on my list of priorities and actions and behaviors when I'm connecting with other people, when I'm making friendships. So just keep that thing in mind. Look for specific actions and behaviors that you might see in another person that you dislike or that you want to see. Thanks for asking your question. I hope that helps. I know you didn't ask me to answer your question, but I did, and I hope that you get something great out of it. Thanks again for posting. Best of luck. Take care. My name is Coach Lee Hopkins, and you have been listening to the Patterns of Possibility podcast. You can find me at patternsofpossibility.com and on all social media at Patterns of Possibility. And as always, I want to encourage you to be yourself, live your truth, and there you'll make lasting friendships.